Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this master class. My name is Lakisha Copeland, and I am the founder of Winning While Waiting, where our motto is to rebuild and empower and deploy women into their purpose and into their destiny. We have been going over these talks for about 2 months now, and tonight I wanted to talk about what is your kryptonite. I was I was just reflecting on my own life and also some things that I have been thinking about and decided to do this master class and to go in a different angle than I usually go in. So what is your kryptonite? For those of you who is a big fan of Superman, you know that kryptonite is the mineral that can deprive Superman from his powers. It's the only thing that can take that can weaken Superman, so he won't be able to fight, and so that he won't have the strength that he normally has. So what is your kryptonite? What is that mineral and that one thing that the enemy keeps using to weaken you, to get you off track, or even to slow your progress? What is your kryptonite? Have you identified your kryptonite? What is your kryptonite? And so I wanted to go over some pointers for this masterclass that you can apply to your life. And if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at my notes. So, point number one, you must know what your weakness is. What is your weakness? What is that one thing that the enemy uses to get you off track and to get you off course and to get you off focus from your purpose and your assignment? The earth. What is your weakness? Have you identified your weakness? Um, and your weakness doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be women, it doesn't have to be men, it doesn't have to be sex, it doesn't even have to be lust. It can be something simple as a spirit of fear. Fear is your kryptonite. Is fear something that the enemy uses to get you off track and to slow your progress? It also can be procrastination. You just keep putting things off and say you're going to do it, but you never do it. You say you're going to write the book and that it'll be done this summer, this spring, but here it is, and you still don't even have the table of contents. You are, of course, we love everybody. Like I said in the last masterclass, we love to put up flyers. We love the pretty graphics. We love to put up these signs to say coming soon this fall, but you haven't even written the book and you don't even have a storyline. Like, what is your kryptonite? So procrastination could be your kryptonite. It could be that one thing, because in procrastination, it comes from the spirit of fear, because basically you're fearing success. So what is your weakness? The one thing that slows your progress, so that you can't do what you purpose and desire to do in your heart. And and like I said, it can be anything. The kryptonite, it could be this low self-esteem. Kryptonite is for a lot of women. They deal and they struggle with their self-image. They struggle with their looks. They struggle with how different they are and how they sound. They may think that they won't be received, or they might admire someone, and because they put another person on such a high um, platform, that they put their self on such a low platform, because you're trying to be someone that you're not. But you can never be someone that you haven't been destined to be. You can never be another person. So you will never reach that platform that you're trying to reach, because you're not even trying to reach the highest version of yourself. You're trying to reach the highest version of someone else. So what is your kryptonite? What is that one thing that keeps popping up in your life that you keep having to deal with, whether it's fear or rejection, or even a fear of success, even a fear of just stepping out and doing what you want to do, what you have purpose in your heart, and what God desires for you to do in your life. And you also have to be aware of the devil's devices. I can remember when I was a little girl, I heard this saying on the radio. It said that the devil doesn't have new tricks, but he has new faces. And now that I'm older, I completely understand that statement. He doesn't have new tricks. He has new faces. He's still using the same tricks that got you, that he was using used on you when you first was born, when you was 2, 3, and 4, when the spirit of rejection or fear came in when you was little. He used that same trick because it worked. As long as you keep falling for the devil's traps and keep falling for his schemes, he'll keep using that same trick because it works. And even when you bounce out of that trick in another, and then something else happened. But when you think about it, it's the same trick. It's just forming a different face. If you deal with struggle with if you struggle with rejection, and you might think you're free from it, and you might think, oh, okay, I'm free from it, and then something pops up in your life, and then you have to struggle with that same trick, but it's in a different face. So you have to know what is the devil's tricks, what he keep using to get you off track and to get you off focus. And lesson number 3, you also have to counteract every lie with the truth. And so now that we know our weakness, and now that we know that what tricks the devil keep using to get us, now we have to counteract those tricks and those lies with the truth and say that no, I am successful. When the devil tells you that you are not successful, when he tells you that you are a mistake, you have to counteract every lie with the truth. And you also have to find the truth in God's word, because God's word is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our path. It has power, it has quickening power to separate and to destroy every lie that the enemy sent our way. So when he tells you something that is totally contrary and something that is very negative, you have to be aware of that negativity and know that it's not your voice, and but that is the enemy's voice. That when he gets in your mind and wants to play mind games and mind tricks, you have to counteract it, and you have to counteract it now, because the more that you ponder and dwell on that lie, the more that you will believe that lie, and the more that lie will begin to infiltrate your soul and get into the innermost parts of your being. And then that is what gets you off focus and gets you off track, because that is the devil's ultimate plan, is to get you off track so you can't do your purpose. Because if you're full of low self-esteem, you'll never write the book. If you're full of rejection, you'll never start the business, because you always, those rejection thoughts will keep popping up in your mind, and then in your spirit, and so you won't completely do it. And if you do it, you won't do it with passion, and if you do it, you won't do it long, because you're always thinking like, what if nobody support me? What if I cannot? It won't be successful. But we have to know that as long as we are on assignment, and as long as we know that this is something that God gave us, we just have to keep walking and keep pushing and keep doing it, and know that as long as we build, like as long as we build and keep building, keep building, keep building, as sooner or later we'll see the structure that we desire to see. Because when when builders, they first start building a house, they don't see the whole house, they just have a blueprint, but they keep putting brick by brick, brick by brick, brick by brick, and then the whole house come into fulfillment and into alignment. So I wanted to talk about, what is your kryptonite? What is the one thing that the enemy can use to get you off focus and to get you off track? Because the kryptonite, it also can come against your confidence, and not just your confidence in yourself, but confidence in God. Because now he's like, God, well, I know you gave me this, but it's not working. I'm not seeing the fruit that I want to see in my business. But I know that you gave me this. I know that you gave me this assignment. And then, like I said, and then those same tricks that the enemy uses to get you off the course, and you never know. You could just be one book away from best-selling author. You could be just one business idea away from being a millionaire. You could be just one idea away, because you cannot see the whole forest. All you can see is the trees, but you have to keep moving past the trees that you see, and past the trees, until you can see the forest, until you can see clear, until you have clear vision of your purpose. And so I hope you enjoyed this talk. And again, if you want more tips on how to build your confidence, don't forget to grab my free my free 7-step guide to building your confidence so that you can walk in your purpose and do that which God has called you to do in the earth realm, because someone is waiting for you to step out of the boat and waiting for you to step out of fear and procrastination and do that which God has called you to do. And thank you for joining me. Again, you can join me every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.